Welcome to the Pride of Symbols, a people driven by the passion for excellence and the courage to take on big challenges and see them through. With integrity of mind and systems, our words, structures, and processes are always dependable. We are proud of who we are, what we do, and what we stand for. Firm is our commitment to the vision to build a globally recognized distribution company and to become the key driver of trade revolution across Africa. We have been empowered to make products and services accessible, affordable, and usable across Africa by building an efficient distribution network, and to remain the market benchmark for dynamism, efficiency, and competitiveness. We are rulers. We provide order. With confidence, enthusiasm, and wit we speak. The vulnerable and voiceless we empower. This is me. This is TD Africa. We rule. We conquer. We are Simba.
Technology is now seen as a must-have in businesses. With the right technology tools, you get to stand out as a reliable organization and make everyone efficient and productive across board. We understand that most organizations are investing in technology and doing the best they can to make it work for everyone. But they are also finding it challenging to get the solution that will solve their most critical business needs. As a multiple award-winning, agile and innovative leader in the IT marketplace, Hashem Limited knows what it means to take time to identify your pain points and recommend products and services that fit your business need. We do not only pride ourselves as a one-stop shop offering a plethora of IT products and services that can drive growth and productivity in your organization. We also boast of dedicated, passionate, and experienced team members. Our comprehensive engagement model and governance framework are also designed to optimize your software portfolio across your organization. This unique approach gives you access to business analysts, solutions architects, product specialists, project managers, developers, and key resources to help inform great decision making. Above everything and anything else, we are the IT partner you can trust to make your business dreams realizable. Convinced yet? Perhaps our website can tell you a lot more than I have done in 2 minutes. Check us out on www.hashem.com. Oh, one more thing. We are as social can be, keeping you updated on the newest technology trends. You can find us on Instagram, LinkedIn, and Facebook.
7 years, McIntosh Consulting has been empowering individuals, organizations, and government parastatals in information technology, business management, leadership development, and finance. Through our end-to-end training services, we help our clients achieve notable landmarks with our long-standing valued affiliate relationships with Microsoft, EC Council, CompTIA, PECB, Cisco, and AWS. McIntosh Consulting offers training and certifications in diverse areas like Network Plus, cybersecurity, cloud computing, project management, Agile Scrum, soft skills, amongst many others, with guaranteed to run classes, virtual classes, on-site classes, online classes, and customized classes. McIntosh Consulting enhances career development, promotes relevance, and ensures quality delivery. McIntosh Consulting is located in Nigeria, Kenya, and United Kingdom. Visit www.macintosh.com or call 090-381-38550 or 081-409-84158. You can also visit us at 24 Bamachili Street off Allen Avenue, Ikeja, Lagos.
Simplifies the way we collect data, Organizations collect data from multiple touchpoints to enable them to make effective, profitable, data-driven decisions. Yet, a lot of data just sits there. Why? Well, organizations operate two systems: operational or transaction systems and analytic systems. Operational systems are data repository, where you execute business processes. Analytic systems are where you make sense of your data and evaluate business processes. Analysts spend 80% of their time cleaning and preparing data to update routine reports, and only 20% of their time truly brainstorming on the numbers and extracting insight from that data. The result? Less time to ask the right questions about their data, and less time to pull variable insights that can improve your bottom line. At D. Brown Consulting, we have a better approach. We empower you to extract insights from your data at the speed of thought. We employ a curated methodology that simplifies the analytic build process to eliminate technical friction, making it easier for everyone in your organization to get the exact data they need securely. The best part? All of this can be done without relying on overburdened IT teams. D. Brown Consulting offers consultancy services in building, reporting, and analytics systems. As Microsoft Gold partners, we offer business process automation solutions with no-code and low-code applications, chatbots, and robotic process automation engines, and financial modeling services. We visualize our reports, dashboards, and analytics using the principles defined by the International Business Communication Standards, IBCS. The use of standardized notation eliminates ambiguity and ensures consistency in the design of your visualizations for more effective data storytelling. Are you looking to achieve more with your data? Contact us today. Visit dbrownconsulting.net.
Good evening, good morning, and good day, wherever you're calling for. This is the monthly Microsoft MCTNAIJA African Master Grassroots event that we cap trying to innovate and trying to obtain talent from the untapped one from our grassroots. My name is Oluwaseyi, and I'm going to kick off as one of the hosts for the event. And I welcome everybody. Just as we say every time we come, we just thanked our sponsors, those that have been with us on the journey, and those that have been supporting us one way or the other, providing for us and encouraging us with the likes of Gyre Computer, the likes of the Brown, the likes of the Cloud Guru, and every other one that has been cherished clouds rather that have been supporting this event over the years. We say thank you, and we want to say big thank you to Microsoft, who has been our guiding floater when we started this event. Now, what is this all about? We also want to thank especially Olam Music, who allowed us to use his soundtrack to run our mentorship run up, where we showcase all those that have been in our event over the years, who have supported us, who have spoken in our event, and been able to give one way or the other as a contact for mentorship. So we thank you for giving us your music and supporting us in this journey. So what is this all about? MCTNAIJA Grassroots Innovation Program is actually a place where we try to connect mentors with mentees. Our advocacy is to be able to bring IT and advise people by allowing our guests to bring up their stories. How did they overcome it? How did they got into IT? What are the stumbling blocks before them? and how they are able to achieve that. And we know that we are in the cloud first environment, and we're going to, our focus has been through Microsoft View window on the cloud. We also are multi-cloud, and is a multi-cloud event that we also showcase every other cloud activity in order to help IT expert professionals to be able to make a very, very good judgment call when they come to getting their career on the way. And we know that digital workspace is the new thing where people work from home. What are the things that people use to make that happen? And that is essence of this movement. And in the course of this movement, we have the 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 event and several things that occur. There have been a user group that have been able to cut across most Microsoft product line. So we have over 15 user group primarily focused on Microsoft event and every other OEM that is applicable. And we're talking of M365, Azure, Dynamic 365, Power BI group, we have Power Platform group, Niger Data group, and also the security group. All this is to be able to help us to be able to align people, give them a place or a point at which they can actually check their career path, look to their career path, and develop themselves to a community mechanism. And today, I'll be the major host. I'm still waiting for my co-host, who is Deji Folari. He's probably somewhere that he could not join, but we're hoping that before the end of the event, he will join us. So, who am I? My name is Oluwaseyi Oluwawumiju. I'm a consultant at his advantage is towards the data science, and he has several years in training. He is an authority when it comes to data science, database modeling, and surprising, the guest we have today also is also in that field. So, but I don't know, Deji has not joined us. He is a business intelligence consultant at Jare Computer. Now, who is our guest today? You might be wondering, and we all are wondering who is our guest. But our guest is none other than Rashid Oguniro. He's an MCT. As I said, he actually play around the data space. He had several years in data technology. He has highly influence when he talk of process orientation, content management, and is very vast in trying to bring business connection between business, content, data together in order to make business sense. And he has developed several tools with teams to bring what we call re-engineering of intelligence and business across several industries that he has worked with. Rashid, thank you for joining us. Rashid, can you say hi to everyone here?
Good evening, everyone. Good morning, good
Okay, we can hear
afternoon.
you now. Good afternoon.
I remain
Welcome,
Rashid
Rashidi.
Oguniro.
Yes. So
Okay.
you are welcome, Rashidi. And thank you for joining us today.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. I'm just trying to talk about your profile with great highly process orientation in terms of bringing business content and database, and you have done several research over the time, and we hope that today you'll be able to tell us your story. The thing we're going to look at for the next few months is how do we overcome obstacles in our career paths as IT professionals. There are times we start our story with several obstacles, not because we want it, but because of the system, because of where we are. We are. So you can actually connect with Rachidi. Is just check him on LinkedIn as Rashidi-Oguniran. Should be able to connect with him on LinkedIn for further clarification. So as I said, it's a time where we want to ask our guests questions. We want to get their information on how they started their story. And if you are there, you are listening to us, or you are joining us, and you want to ask Rashidi, you can quickly send your question on the chat and we'll be able to answer it. And if not, we'll be able to connect to Rashidi to be able to connect to you or give you those answers virtually. So the first question, as I said, we have seen from your biography, we saw that you have done several things in business intelligence area and data management. So what inspired you as a person to be able to pursue that career in data analytics? What is your profound inspiration?
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. To be here, still remain Oguniran. So I'm very new in data space, really. But I'm someone that I like to live a life of impact. Wherever I find myself, I want to add value. I want to touch life. And I want to make change where necessary. Now I'm sorry how I be in that space. It was in 2020 when COVID struck. I was watching TV in my room, and obviously in my mind, I know that the world will return back to status quo. And so I was thinking in my mind, what can I do? What else can I do? Yes, I was working with my former employer. We were into logistics, warehousing, and distribution. As at that point, I used to be the customer service manager. So I saw a lady being interviewed on TVC, and in the process, she started mentioning some things about digital transformation. And at that point, I became curious. What's this all jargons about digital transformation? Long and short of the story, she organized the training and I paid for the training just to go and see what is happening. Not that I really know what is happening there. But when I get there, we had some training with this Scrum, project management, business analysis, and data analytics, and we did all Power BI then. So, as someone from a business background, I saw those beautiful visuals, and I became interested. What's this all about? This Power BI. So immediately after that training, the training was for a period of 2 months. So we're given one-on-one section, mentoring section with, every attendee with each facilitator of your choice. So I choose Mr. Ayodeji Folarin. And it took that man just 10-15 minutes to change my paradigm. And since then, I just feel this data space where I want to be. So in 2021, he organized the training for Power BI analysts. I signed in, wrote the exam, I passed. As long as we have it, Microsoft was magnanimous that time to give MCT to people that has any associate certification, of which I'm privy to. And so I think 3 months down the line, through this same man, after that training, I met the man. I said, "Sir, I want you to mentor me. I want to really go deep into that space." And so, because I wasn't using that tool with my former company, so I'm not really to move the way I am. Not until he now introduced me to the current regional director for MCT, which is Mr. Shioluwa, who is literally our chief post today. And the man gave me a role to take charge of MCT community in Nigeria and see how I can move community for a while. And to God be the glory. We're doing well. So that is just brief of my story. I'm someone that I love challenge. I want to do something new. I don't like playing where everybody plays, but I just want to do something different. And above all, live a life of impact. Thank you.
So, from what you said, Mr. Rachidi, you mentioned one, you were able to be captivated by someone that inspired you initially. You enrolled for a
Hello, I cannot hear you again. Can anyone hear me?
your paradigm in terms of
Actually, confirm
what
if you
it
can
could
hear
do.
me. I can't hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hello, Mr. Shane.
I think I had some network challenge. If you can hear me. So let me just recap what
Okay,
I said. I said, from your statement, you mentioned that you were able to get a clip from someone that was talking about a particular career path because of the environment that we had then during COVID, and you were able to get yourself involved through training. Then you now follow up by getting a mentor. Then after the mentorship, that was how the change. Or can you just share a moment, one moment that can that you identify at that turning point? Just one moment that you identify at that turning point to make that decision. Was it because of the way the person was talking about data analysis, etc., or the mentorship that you got into that actually cut that career path for you and say, you know, that this is what you are supposed to do? You are supposed to be a data analyst.
So thank you, sir. As I said earlier, there was already a clamor for change. There's a shift in my spirit during COVID-19 because I knew that things will not return back to status quo. So already I wanted something new. So when the person spoke, I just key into, okay, let me just go and see what is happening in this environment. And when I get there, through the help of the mentorship that I got from my all that is shared resonates as a businessman because where I was coming from, I should be a business manager.
Okay. So you were able to connect your background, which is a business, logistic business you are doing, and with the ability to use a tool that was able to give you things that can help you to enhance that business, you looked at it and saw that that was what you are supposed to do, a data analyst. Now, I know it's easy, all the story you are saying now look easy, but can you share with us challenges you face when you started working as data analyst, or what you are still working, or when you are still working as data analyst? How do you overcome them? Can you hear me?
In
Okay.
honesty, not simple. When we talk online, TV like this, you know, it's not as easy as this. But it wasn't easy. I have to be sincere. Because you see a lot of study, you see projects, don't even know how to address it. But the where I got my turning point was this. Last year, 2023, three people met me and they said they want to nominate me for Microsoft MVP. I was just like, I beg, where I am, let me just remain. I'm not cut out for the MVP thing. But they said, no, you have really contributed to the community. You deserve it. Long and short of the story, I know that I need to buckle up what I'm doing. So I started listening to people's success story. I started looking at people's projects. Okay, how do you get there? Because there are a lot of information out there. Except you don't want to learn. So I followed the success. I try to replicate things. Sometimes I go out of my way to create different scenarios, and all those things is now making me get stronger. I tell you the truth. What I've learned for the past 1 year cannot be compared to when I started since 2020. Now I'm hungry more. Now I come to a lot of community online that has to do with you. If anything about Power BI I want to know, because now I'm a Power BI developer. So my concentration is more on that assist. Anything data platform. I'm talking about Power Hub, Power Automate, and Power BI, especially Power BI. Is my because of course I can't run away from Power Automate, to do something. Then I will see some level of domain knowledge of Power Apps to make my life easy because of the journey. So I've been able to overcome this by being hungry, being determined, and looking at people that has breakthrough and has achieved. How did they do it? Sometimes you don't need to ask people about their success story. You can look at their trajectory and learn, and from there you can put yourself in their shoes, and you get there.
Thank you, Mr. Rashidi, and that's very good one. Now, if you are out there and you're listening to us, Rashidi was trying to give us, when he got into the data career as an analyst, he got to know that there are challenges, especially knowledge challenge was one of his gap. He needs to speed up his knowledge gap. By addressing that, he was able to join several platforms, community, places that they talk about the data and how they are using tools like Power BI, Power Apps to automate data processes and make it very relevant to impact business. And that was what is called to overcoming the challenge. One, he went out of his way to learn more. He was able to exploit ways by diversifying into several other aspects to increase and enhance what he has before. Thank you, Rashidi, for that. And that's a very good one for you out there. If you are still thinking you want to go into data analysis and you're scared, Rashidi is a story here telling us that he was able to overcome it by looking at success story, increasing his knowledge. Another question we have for you, in the midst of all this, which is the biggest challenge or trend you are seeing now, you have seen in this space of this career? For any other person that wants to be a data analyst, what do you think is the challenge that you are seeing, you have seen before, you are able to overcome, or you have not overcome, that is presently saying at us in this particular career path?
Okay, thank you. Part of challenge that newbie or new entrants into data space might face is how to keep up with the fast changing environment in data space. Let me give you an example. For Power BI, there is update every month. So if you call yourself a Power BI analyst and you do not know the changes that happens every month, you are already backward. For me, at the beginning, I didn't know all this. Take for instance, Excel. We have, I think it's a space of 3 years. You have Excel 2013, 2016, 2019. But for Power BI, it's not like that. Our update is every month. And Power BI is a very amazing software that you cannot finish exploring. So if you are not determined, like when I started, I didn't have anybody to mentor me. But as it stands, I have a community where I mentor newbies. I want to transit to data space, especially Power BI. And I keep telling them, I keep echoing to them that look, the only way you can survive in this journey is to continue to learn, relearn, and unlearn. The world is moving fast. I told them, you are still struggling with Power BI, but now we have Microsoft Fabric. You cannot navigate Power BI very well. How will you know how to be able to play? Because obviously Microsoft Fabric is going to take charge with time. It's an amazing platform, and so Microsoft is not going to sleep. So if you must play in their space, you cannot go to sleep. So my advice is that get a mentor, collaborate with people. If you know that somebody, as I am, I still learn. If I know that there is a place I'm lacking, I call people. Please come and help me out. There was a time I need to get some skill in the area of Power Automate to send mails to all our community members. I look at the community and I identify somebody. I spoke with the person, and I didn't look at the age. Hello, come on, and we had a Teams meeting. The person take me to the process, and so there's no harm in trying. Just call people, identify people that are in what you like to be friends with. Tell them your problem. Because for me, I have assisted a lot of people. A lot of people assisted me to get to this level. So it will always be a joy to also have somebody that I want to lift up. So I don't have people who was assisted from the beginning, but now I'm trying to bridge that gap. And I think the leverage that they will move faster than I have.
Thank you, Mr. Rashidi.
Thank you.
From what I got from you, you said the greatest challenge you are seeing in the data space is the constant change. One, from the solution provider, they are bringing out different solutions to be able to solve data analytic problem. That is one. And you keep having update. Before, update was scheduled for probably a yearly phase, monthly, yearly space, 3 years, and the likes. But today, we are seeing that update come regularly, even every month. How do you keep up with this? The best approach, as you said, is to make sure that you're in a community. You are in a community and ensure that in that community you connect with people, encourage yourself properly, and make sure things are easy by talking about what you are facing, telling a mentor, or being guided by a community to move yourself properly. Now, another question in this line. Now, how do you current to learn? As you said, you keep relearning. I think you have answered it. Now, let's just go. What do you think is the future of data analysis and data management? What is the future? Because you have answered the earlier, you said keep learning and relearning and continual learning. Now, what do you think is the future for data analysis and data management?
Thank you for that question. I keep telling people that data is not going to be. Data is the future. Take for instance, aside the analytics, I have a small-scale business I'm running, and I can tell you that the success I've recorded so far in the business is because of my data analytics knowledge. With the tool that I know, I created an end-to-end inventory management through the use of Excel to monitor my stock movement and sales and the likes. So imagine I'm a data analytics person. Obviously, I need to pay to somebody to provide that solution. That is one. Two, when you are in a place as a data analyst, there is a way you contribute to events. They will know that you are talking from a perspective of somebody who has facts and figure. And also, as a data analytics person, when you find yourself in any place, it's easy for you to notice a gap, how to navigate and solve that problem. So for me, data analytics is not going to go away. That is the future. And it surrounds us. It's what we live in. So we can't do without it. We do budgets for our daily expenses. We use data analytics to make all these arrangements. My business, I create a feedback. I get customers' feedback about how my product is performing. It's all the analytics. So if you see, when you look at it very well, in fact, I tell you that I will have been dead if I don't have data analytics knowledge at all. When I left my former job and started my own business, because everything that I've been doing is based on the knowledge that I have on this data space. So data is not going to go away. That is the future, and it's not going to go away. So the best thing for listeners, if you're a newbie, is to key into this journey because it's going to be a successful journey. The opportunities are there everywhere. There is job openings and everywhere. So you just need to build those skills so that you will be relevant and tap into that opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you, Rashid. And I'm also advocating for anybody that is planning to go into this. Is still going to be there because data is now considered as the oil of just like gold was oil and the black crude oil was oil when it came out in 1972. Data has become the oil now. So it's a very good place if you are there or if you are hoping to be there to exploit this career path. And from what Rashidi is telling us, it's a place that you can be. So in general, what do you think is coming up is going to evolve in data space in the next few years?
Can you say that again? I didn't get that question.
Okay, I said in general, the question is right there. If you watch, say, what do you think will continue to evolve in the coming year about data space, data analysis space, and data management? Okay, go ahead. I just want to connect what you said earlier. You have mentioned that for your own experience, even as a startup, your advantage today was because you were able to take the skill that is in data analysis to build your business, tracking it, and able to get a process that which can end to end know how your goods comes out from your production down to the market and back, knowing the profit that comes on it. So in general, what do you think is going to be out there for anybody that want to get it for grab as a data analyst?
As a data analyst, whether you want to freelance, work for someone, or you have your own personal business, you have a place to play. As I said earlier, it's not going to go away, and you cannot survive without it. Before COVID, very few companies use Microsoft Teams. But now, the message is work from home. So you don't need to start running from Egbeda where I stay in Lagos, to Ireland to attend the meeting. So people are much more aware now. Problems are being solved. I remember that a lot of people reach out to me to solve problems for them because I'm the current lead for Niger Data Platform in Nigeria. It's a Microsoft community where we teach data engineering, data science, and data analytics. And so we are currently running a 13-week series, and we are doing it on Microsoft Fabric. I can tell you that people call me from UK, people call me from Osogbo to solve problems for them on this platform. What does that tell you? People are beginning to get aware. They are getting involved. They want people that does not know, they want to learn. And there's a lot of people call me. We do video call. I mean, sorry, the online meeting. They ask for career path. So they too, they are transiting. So things will continue to change. The way people think, the way people reason, and decisions were made, all those things will change. Because already, as a data analytics person, when you look at scenario, by the time you put it together, you get results. And that is what it is for you. But if you are not in this space, take for instance now, we had a training today, Niger Data Platform, where we look at data science, on looking at about how they give loan to customers, and so who among those customers will be able to pay in future. So you'll be talking with realistic time as a data analyst person. You are already in the future, even before future comes, because of the information that you have.
So if I get it correctly from what you said, data is the future, one. And if you want to play in this career path, that means you're already in the future. All business now build their capability, their decision on data-driven analysis, which gives them a very, very accurate decision-making mechanism. Unlike before, that intuition, experience was there. But when there is data, there is hope. So that means as a data person or one person that want to go into data, you are able to know that data can form for business a way to give an end to their business drive, ensuring them accurate decision-making mechanism. So it's a very good career. Every business now needs it. Now, the next question I want to ask you, you mentioned that you're a community leader. You are the one leading Data Naija now. Now, for you now, you have been running a series on Fabric over a couple of weeks now. What are probably top skill or attribute that is necessary for people to go into data and also for people to be like you as a leader? Two questions. One, how they go into data, what are the skills necessary? Two, how can they also take your own story, as you said, you go and learn from the story of others to build your formative time. So can they also have some step guide that you use to be able to make them a leader like you? Hello?
Can you hear me now? Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay,
Yes.
go on. Okay. For people that want to transit to data structure, so your first question. So the willingness has to be there first. They need to be hungry. They must be willing to learn. Because you can only know by learning. What you don't learn, you cannot know. And you must be consistent in your learning. Not that you learn something today, you post it. Things are changing faster. And so look, come and join our community is free. Niger Data Platform. Learn a whole lot of things. In fact, we are planning to have a boot camp by August this year, where we're going to break into species, real life situation of micro fabric. The training that we have been doing has been online, but this time around, we want to call with your laptop for 3 days training. Come see as one of us. Let us see as one of us. Let's relate. What are your and we are trusting at the end of a certificate validating your skill. So we're going to bring on board a whole lot of partners and companies that are interested in using Microsoft Fabric as a tool to attend the event or possibly so that you can leverage to connect. That is one. Two for me, leadership is my thing. As I said earlier, I live a life of art. I know a lot of communities that are created because it's just a passion for me. I'm someone that I love to see people smile. I love to add value to people's life. As a matter of fact, one guy was asking me a question. It's part of the project because when you need to plan a boot camp that we take in like 150 people, we should know that it is not easy. So the guy asked me, Rashid, who nominated you for Mr. Deji to appoint you as the team lead for this project? That the man choose right to, that the way you are working, the way you are reasoning, the way you are pushing this vision. I said, well, I said, I told myself, funny enough, there was no template at the beginning. Yeah, the man called me and said, okay, I want you to be there for this period. But not tell me the wrong way. But as someone who has led a whole lot of community, I think of what next to do. I don't like as a leader my followers to be ahead of me. I want to be ahead of them. So I like to think ahead of them. What do you need? How can I address the problem? Where am I lacking? I really want to their needs, the how, and how to get it solved is my driving force as a person. And so it has helped me a lot. If I up to today, people find it difficult to believe that I came into data space just 2021. They don't believe it. But that is the truth. But the only thing that has made my presence to be everywhere is because I belong to a lot of communities. Dynamics 365 I'm there. Azure I'm there. Nigeria Data Platform I'm there. And it's also considering to be part of M365 also because that is the foundation in data space. That is MS365. So for me, I just want to, if you are someone that wants to impact as a leader, you must be an empathetic leader. You must be a proper, and you must be a doer. Whether it or not, you have to be there. That's why you are a leader. You have not eaten. That's your problem. You must solve the problem first. So I can go on and on. Thank you,
So
sir.
thank you. You have answered my follow-up question, create clear vision. Then you have also talked of how to handle conflicts. One way I saw you mentioning here is that ability to absorb and get more knowledge. Now, in technology is a build-up from one point to another. You cannot stay on one point without diversifying. There are times that you need to create your infrastructure. You must know how to use Azure. That's the time you need to know communication between your data space and your user. You need to use M365. So you are able to have this broad knowledge by one, being hungry for knowledge, especially in data analysis. You are able to also join community, which is cheap. And for everybody out there, Data Naija is going to organize a boot camp free for anybody that is willing to come. About 3 days boot camp. They will train you how to be a data analyst, and their focus is to pilot the new Microsoft Fabric, which is Microsoft online, very robust analytic tool, which is more powerful than Power BI. So if you are there and you are hearing us, you hear the recording, just know that Rashidi has said something is coming up by August. We'll keep you posted. Now, finally, I want to ask you, Rashidi, because you have answered our following question. What is your advice you want to give anybody out there that want to be like you, that want to join or become a data analyst?
Okay, so let me start. Let me quickly clear an area. The boot camp is physical, and technically it's free. It's not hybrid. You must come to the event. We are going to charge a little token because when you are going to have an event from 9 to 4, you need to take care of people will eat. I mean, two meals per day, and the venue that we're going to use need to be paid for. Another essential. So the price is just 30,000 naira, and you understand what I'm trying to say. When you want to have a training for 3 days for 30,000, you should know that that's just a giveaway price. Analysis of the economy. I mean, you have eroded your money. That's just by the way.
Okay.
Now, add this. The advice I will give to people coming to data spaces. Number one, you must be hungry. When I said you are hungry, you must be hungry, that you must have that hunger to learn. That is one. Number two. At the beginning, you must be willing to spend money. It may not be much. As I speak to you now, I hardly spend money. When I started, I spent some money. For now, because the sources are everywhere. But when you are starting, before I get to this level, obviously a lot of money has gone down the drain. But at this level now, I hardly spend money. Sometimes what I need is my laptop and my phone. In as much as my phone has data, I know where to go to get the information that I know what to search for. And I know where to go and learn for free. So if you are coming to data space, number one, you must be hungry. You must be willing to learn. Then number two, you will need to spend money. Number three, when you get to a level, you get to a level that you don't need to spend money again because you will have gathered enough information. And above all, join committees. There is somebody who has passed through your stage before, who is looking for people to pull up. As the word of God says, whoever that is saved, rise up for salvation of others. So there are people that are willing to rise up for your salvation. So, but if you don't join community, how will you get those people that will lift up? When you started a project and you hit a crossroad, who will you talk to help you navigate it? When you don't belong to community, how will you be able to know the emerging trends and the change in the community? Join community, volunteer for communities, be actively involved. It will make your journey faster. Thank you, sir.
Rashid. Now you can hear it from Rashidi. He was able to join the community. He said for you to go into this career path, one, you must be hungry for knowledge. Ensure that you explore several, and it might cost you some money, probably to get subscriptions, probably to get some content. And he also mentioned join a community with the cheapest, and ensure when you are there, navigate yourself properly by networking with several mentors that can help you. I want to appreciate you, Rashid, for your time today, and I hope you're still going to be with us. We're going to take a break now and come back on the studio. But the break is more about talking about innovation that is happening. Now, Microsoft Build came up weeks, some few days ago, and several things have been mentioned. So this innovation is a time we discuss about technology. And Rashid, you can also contribute, but generally, we are looking at one of those technology that is currently moving and is innovating, and that is AI Copilot. Now, we have been talking about Copilot, Microsoft GPT earlier for several of our series, making people to know that AI has come to stay. And the advantage we had with GPT was capability to run things, change things, and make things to work properly. But today, we're going to look at one aspect of it which was mentioned in Build, and that is Microsoft Copilot plus PC. Now, let me just highlight this activity for you. Now, Microsoft now is embodying into its physical hardware production. Microsoft has gone into production of things like Surface Pro. Surface is a Microsoft laptop or computer, and in there they are increasing the capability of this computer by infusing AI from the build up. Now, what are we going to get from here? One of the innovation that is coming is that we are talking of having a 40 plus top trillion processing of a computer per second. We're talking of like a machine, a server in a computer. Two, the battery life that has been challenged, especially for us in Africa, that we always have a battery life being challenging. Our power holding has been challenging over time. And some of us literally live with what we call power bank. But with a computer like this that can give you a battery life that can last within couple of days, and it's encoded with Power BI, with AI, and it also connected to Azure and allow you to have a way by which you can run the AI model with a large language model, which is ChatGPT. Now, the advantage here is that we are talking of an innovation that can make computing on a computer that you can record things. Now, before, if things happen, light goes off, and sometimes you find it hard to recover those things. But in the recent time, with this kind of computer coming into the space with AI running on it, you'll be able to record anything you have. So before we call on the next guest, we're going to play just to let you see how this would look like in future. Yeah, that is Copilot with with AI, and injecting it to things like our modern computer, and that is the future, and that's innovation. So every time we'll be talking about one innovation that has come in. Sorry, it's playing. We'll be talking about things that have come in the recent time where we can evolve it to encourage our people to see that there are things that are coming up. Now, one of the things we are going to also be doing in this program is to have a segment for um, mental health. IT is spanning with what Rashidi just said, that data is home, career path towards it. We need to balance it. So we're going to be bringing up a medical practitioner who will help us to look at this aspect, and we have a segment that will be talking about that. And I hope we want to appreciate Dr. Sade, which is she's already in the studio, and I'll just quickly play out her profile, and she'll be talking to us about mental health for IT experts. So Dr. Sade actually is a medical doctor, uh, and she's an advocate for mental health. She's currently a resident doctor for psychiatric unit at the Lagos State University Teaching Hospital Ikeja. She also do mentorship, and our area of mentorship is to teen counseling. She's a good singer. I hope she'll sing one day. And also she has authored some books for us. She has authored several books which she will be displaying over time when she comes in studio, which you can also patronize her to buy such books. And also our major aim is to ensure that people have a balance in terms of their career, their health. And she's married and she has two kids. Dr. Shade, welcome to Innovation Grassroots events. Sorry, we are
Good
pulling you out.
evening, and thank you for having me, everyone.
Yeah.
Good evening, good evening.
So the stage is yours. What do you want to tell us about mental health for us as IT? You know, some of us, we sleep literally on computer. We don't consider our mental health, and we have noticed so many burnouts over time. And how do we mitigate against this? So I leave the floor to you, Dr. Shani. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. I hope you can hear me very well.
We can hear you.
Okay, good. So I've been told that I have just 10 minutes to do an overview of mental health amongst IT people. By the way, I think I love what I was saying. I mean, towards the before I came up, I'm not an IT person. So thank you for that information. So 10 minutes is so short, but I'll just try my best to enlighten us on what I think we need to know about mental health and how we can, I mean, it can be seen in IT. Actually, there's no any this stuff. Is this how it echoes? I realized that when the other speaker was speaking, it was echoing. Is that how the happens?
Although he was using a multiple device at the same time, but
Abi?
yes, but is it still echoing? Is it still echoing now?
Is echoing. I'm hearing myself. After speaking, I will hear myself.
Okay, don't worry. Just continue.
Okay. So there is no industry that doesn't need good mental health. So by way of introduction, mental health is now the talk of the town. By the way, if you are not mentally stable, you can't be talking about writing programs or designing a website or something. By the time we get into, I mean, few things I'll tell us about symptoms of somebody that is not mentally stable or people with mental illnesses, we know that we need to have good mental health for us to be able to do anything at all in our career. So that is basic thing. I just need to let us know that before it used to be of minimal concerns, but now mental health is now the talk of the town. So before we can talk about mental health, we need to talk about what health means. According to WHO, health is a state of complete physical, social, and mental well-being. There are three components. That's physical, social, and mental well-being, right? So when we talk about physical well-being, meaning that if an individual is not, if those three components are not complete, then that person is not healthy. So physical healthiness means that that person does not have an acute or chronic illness, right? Acute illnesses are illnesses of very short duration, like maybe malaria symptoms or typhoid or food poisoning or something. They're very short duration, days, weeks to less than 3 months. While chronic illnesses are illnesses of long duration, people with illness such as sickle cell, hypertension, or terminal illnesses like cancer, right? So when an individual does not have any of those acute or chronic illnesses, we say that they are physically healthy. Then social healthiness has to do with a man being able to initiate and maintain relationship, which we are going to look at later, is very important for a good mental health. And then the bone of contention, according to excuse me, WHO, there are four components of mental health, four components for you to say that someone is mentally healthy. The first one is that the person must be able to understand his or her strengths, her values. Like most of us here now, we are passionate, we love IT, we have technical know-how, and we've been cancelled also that, I mean, there's still room to learn more skills, right? So when you're able to know your strengths, your values, and you're able to use it, that means you're mentally healthy. And then what do we do to our weakness? We are supposed to work on our weakness to be a better person. We shouldn't be individuals that when they tell us that, look at you, this is you, we shouldn't be angry, but rather we should, of course, use our strengths and then weakness, work on our weakness to be better. So that's the first component of mental health, ability of an individual to understand their strengths and their weaknesses. The next one is to be able to cope with everyday stress, right? Let's use Lagos, for example. You can't be complaining, for those of us in Lagos, I know we have so people outside Lagos there. You can't be complaining about traffic in Lagos, right? When you can, just be doing what you have to do while on the road. If you can afford, if you have right, if you can afford a driver, you get a driver. And if you cannot, you get a maybe Uber or something. But if you're still coming up, you can enter public transport and be doing your stuff. So, or maybe you're a mother here, and I mean, you are complaining about waking up early to take care of your children and all the rest. You can't. So, your ability to cope with all these daily stress, right? You must be able to cope with everyday stress. But when you are found always complaining, oh, these children, this something is wrong. And then the third one is when you work productively and fruitfully, like you guys now, you have found yourself in IT. What new thing, what creative things, what innovative things are you doing? There's so many things, right? So you can't just wake up. As in, there are individuals that they just want to sit down. Like if you don't tell them to stand up from where they are sitting, they won't stand up from there. Obviously, something is wrong. So the ability of an individual to be able to work productively and fruitfully is the third one. And the last one, according to WHO, is ability to add to your community, like what engineer Shei is doing now. Like he's putting his knowledge and trying to give you guys, and what I'm doing too, the little knowledge I have in mental health, I'm trying to pass it across to you. And whatever, it can be anything. So when you are able to add to your community, then you are mentally healthy. So when there's a compromise of any of these, then we say that that individual is mentally unstable, and any individual that is mentally unstable will be tuned to developing mental illnesses. There are so many facts about mental illnesses, but because I don't have time, I cannot talk about them. I got those facts, from WHO. Maybe if there's when some other time comes, and then we have so many causes of mental illness I have in my slide here. One of the major things that happens in mental illness is because there will be like a kind of chemical imbalance between some substances we call neurotransmitters. But I cannot talk much about them because I'm going to, how we can have an optimal mental health. That's the main meat of the matter, right? But another thing I would like to say here, because I believe we have even young people in this place, is that one of the causes, at least from my own experience in where I found myself, is that one of the causes of psychosis, which is the height of mental illness amongst young people, is the use of substance, right? Is the use of substance. So substance, we do any type of substance at all, it will do more harm than good to us as young people. So we don't want to be involved. Then so many things I have here, but since I've been given 10 minutes, even over ambitiousness, we should be ambitious, but when we are too over ambitious, it can lead to one mental illness we call manic, which is the opposite of depression, right? So what are I won't be able to go deep into causes. What are the signs and symptoms? Have you seen someone that is having mental illness before? Right. So those symptoms are the symptoms of anyone that is having mental illness. You talk about their appearance and behavior, the way they look, right? Don't forget, anyone whose all those components I mentioned, if you are here to know your area of strength, you are here to know your weakness, you are always complaining about everyday stress, you are not adding to your community, you work but there's no productivity, there's no fruitfulness, then something is wrong. You are not balanced. So I'm trying to say that sometimes people may not be mentally stable and yet they will look good. Even some people that have mental illnesses that lack insight concerning their illness, they will look good. But when it is getting to the height of it, how they look, their appearance, they look ungroomed and all the rest. Their speech, sometimes their speech can be incoherent and irrelevant, right? Incoherent means that um is not comprehensible. They'll just be saying rubbish. And then irrelevant means that, when you ask a question, they'll be saying something else. And then by the time they begin to see what others don't see, hear what others cannot hear, and then sleeping disorder. I'm talking about pointers towards people with mental illnesses, right? Sleeping disorder, anxiety, but and so many others, eating disorder, motor activities, the way they'll be doing. Now, for us that are IT, people that are mentally stressed, they usually have some cognitive, um, should I say, impairment, cognitive issue like memory, poor concentration. And you know that as an IT person, you have to be focused and concentrate. So when you are stressed, don't forget, stress is just, once there's a small tilt, it will go to mental illness, depression, schizophrenia, insomnia, and all the rest. So when you are stressed, you have poor concentration, your judgment will be impaired. Have you noticed, when you are stressed, when you are hungry, do you know the way you feel that you will not be able to concentrate on what you are doing well? So anyone that is an IT person must, the truth of the matter is that we cannot really avoid stress. We can only manage stress, which we are going to be talking about, right? So you can't afford to have issue with your cognition. That is your orientation, your memory, your judgment, your job ability to make decision concerning the things you are doing. These are the symptoms that we find with people that are stressed and that may be having mental illness. And there are many mental illnesses. There are so many myths about mental illness. So many myths. People will say that maybe people that are not intelligent are the ones that are, so many myths I have here, but time will not permit, like I said. So but it's not true. I know that people that are into IT, they are gurus, but the fact that you are guru or you're intelligent and you're smart, I've seen people that are intelligent, people that are smart, having mental illness, breaking down, even doctors like me. So it is not a respecter of anybody. Now, let's go into the meat of the matter, which is maintenance of mental health. What are the things that we need to do to give us good mental health? The first one is gratitude to God, right? You can't be talking about being an IT personnel if you are not alive, if you don't have life. So there is a concept called positive psychology, meaning that, I mean, some of the things under positive psychology is that you are grateful, like every night you write out, what you have achieved, something like that, and then you write, how were you able to achieve this thing, especially maybe when you are going through some stress, right? At night, you write down the things you have done and how you have been able to achieve it. You write down the things you are grateful to God for. Okay, so that's the first thing. We can't be talking about any profession. You can't be talking about anything when you don't have life. So being grateful to God for life. The next one is that our senses must be guided. When I talk about our senses, I'm talking about, if you remember your biology, I'm talking about your skin, your eyes, your nostrils, your mouth, right? Please do let me know when I have 5 minutes more, so that I won't be talking too much.
Well,
Though
you still have about 3 more minutes. But as I said, it's going to be a monthly showcase. It's not we don't expect you to give us everything now. Just package it for
okay.
maybe we increase it next month to 15 minutes so that we can enough time to sequence what you want to help us to learn in terms of keeping
Analytic
happening.
person.
Yeah. So you still have
Okay.
some 3 more minutes or four
Okay. So this one
round
is just like I'm giving an outline
outline.
of the main things we're going to do. Okay,
Yes.
so okay, no problem. So thank you for that, sir. Then the next one is, what we watch, right? Can you remember the way how many people can remember the our massacre, the way, I mean, all those, this one is not film, the all those people that they were cutting blood live, the way you feel, the way, as in that goose pimples. So, and a lot of people will be posting different things without any caption, so that it will be at the viewer's discretion. So these kind of things affect our mind. We should have idea that the things that come into our mind is going to determine what we are going to bring out, right? So what we watch matters, what we listen to. If we are listening to good things and all the rest, is going to go a long way. And then senses, we also have skin. Young people, even adults too, older people, they take substances through their vein, through their muscles. Excuse me, I'm in a class. Through their muscles, come back. Through their muscles, giving themselves intravenous drug, and then through the nose read, sniffing, So we need to guard that. Then I also have here emotional intelligence. Like anyone that is emotionally intelligent will definitely going to have mental health. I don't know if by chance we have discussed that here, or sometime I'll have opportunity to teach us.
No,
Then
we
there's a
have
need
not.
to.
We have not.
Okay, good. So that is noted. I'm going to teach us emotional intelligence. It's going to go a long way, even in our career. Spending more time on good things. In my slide, I put that good in capital letter, because there are more time on things that gives you pleasure, right? Things that, but I have good things, because masturbation, watching pornography, and all the rest can actually give pleasure. But this pleasure, those ones are bad pleasures, and they are just temporary pleasures, small good, right? Then there's something that I will explain to us in our next because beyond finding pleasure, there's a concept still under positive psychology, that has to do with the research that psychologists have done to find out what makes people to be very happy, right? And they find out that good relationship, don't forget I told us about one of the components of health is social healthiness, ability to, excuse me please, just 1 minute. Okay, so they found out that good relationship at work, at church, home. Also, one of the things that you guys are doing now has to do with um knowing your virtues, your values, the things you are good at, cultivating it and working in it. They found out that the reason why I went to that is because I talked about pleasure. They found out that instead of people pursuing pleasure and then to reduce pain, if they pursue, their virtues, their values, the things they are good at, and if they can work on good relationship, which I'm going to talk about, as in the way as a mentor and as a mentee, our responses to our mentee when they share information with us, there are different ways we can respond. We have positive, constructive response. We have did I say positive? We have sorry, active constructive response. We have passive constructive response, passive negative destructive response, and all the rest. We're going to look at all these, right? So that as a mentor, we can encourage our mentee, and even as a mentee to mentee, we also learn some social skills, values. We are not competing with anybody. The sky is wide. So, and there is room for everybody. There's room for innovation. There's room. There's a law called the law of loopholes, which says that nothing is in its perfect shape. So there's to do things, to do new things, right? So we'll talk about that later. Then we also have good coping strategies, which I'll teach you. It means that these are maintenance of mental health. I'm going to pick them one after the other and expatiate on it, because it's
Yes.
not about talking, it's about giving us the practical stuff. And then
Mm.
exercise, different kind of things. I'll teach you deep breathing exercise. I'll teach you mindfulness. I'll teach you, muscle relaxation to help with anxiety. And then periodic mental health check. I'm done. Periodic mental health check, just like the way we go for medical health check. I remember having a therapy session for someone was yesterday, on Thursday. Okay, yesterday was Friday. And then she was walking out, and then she met a friend along the reception in the hospital. And then she was like, what did you come to do? She said, I came to have a therapy session. I said, what is wrong with you? So immediately I had to tell her that you don't have to be down, you don't have to be stressed before you go for therapy session, right? There's a place for ventilation of your emotion and da da da, all the rest. So it's not that she's ill or anything, and that's the one thing that positive psychology is trying to work on. It's not that they are trying to pick people from maybe -2 to zero, but they are trying to let people move from +2 to from +2 to +5, something like that. So I guess I'll stop here. So it's good for us to have periodic mental health check, right? So let me just read the conclusion. We'll talk more. The place of being intentional about having optimal mental health cannot be overemphasized in this era, because a lot of complications have emerged from mental illnesses, and there's no complete health without mental health. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Dr. Sade. That is a very awful overview that we are hoping to get in several every month when you come for your segment to teach us, because uh, we need to guide our cognitive, as you said, which is very important. We are always on the system, and we need to know the substance that get into our body, and we need to know when we need to cut out to get relaxation, and we need to have a better communication skill as a mentee and a mentor. So that's several things I have caught from your overview. So hopefully next month we hope to have you here, and you can guide us more on how to get our mental digest properly. Thank you, Dr. Shade. We'll see you next month. Meanwhile, we just want to quickly uh, run our video and meet our mentors. For those that are there that want to connect with a mentor, you can quickly get a snapshot of their profile, their LinkedIn, and connect with them.
Moses was a man with consistency to your plan and will. Me want to see you be my beginning. I should be a genesis. Give me revelation to function as people remedy. I want get wisdom, knowledge like Solomon. Solution to what's problem, Baba, please make me the one. Joshua led the Israelite to their promised land. Teach me song that gives faith to make people stand. Teach me how to lean on you like David did. So when I'm in trouble and in struggle, you go be my shield. Christ is the perfect man. I want to live like, please make I get better. Lord, please make me like this. Please make me like this. Lord, please make me like this. Please make me like. Lord, please make me like this. Please make me like this. Lord, please make me like this. Please make me like. Lord, please make me like. Me want live good and well till my whole days. Me people they feel your anointing when I'm on the stage. I pray for more of you, God, and less of me. Anywhere you want me to go, Baba, carry me. I go be fool if I did the great, only me. Minister, good worshiper, that's what I be. To be a good father to my own child, a beautiful loving husband to my own wife. Make I see your face, I sing clearly to follow you. Moses was a man with consistency to your plan and will. Me want to see you be my beginning. I should be a genesis. Give me revelation to function as people remedy. I want get wisdom, knowledge like Solomon. Solution to what's problem, Baba, please make me the one. Joshua led the Israelite to their promised land. Teach me song that gives faith to make people stand. Teach me how to lean on you like David did. So when I'm in trouble and in struggle, you go be my shield. Christ is the perfect man. I want to live like, please make I get better. Lord, please make me like this. Please make me like this. Lord, please make me like this. Please make me like. Lord, please make me like this. Please make me like this. Lord, please make me like this. Please make me like.
Thank you for that. Those are mentors. You can connect to them. And because of our time, we just want to run to our community. Rashid was mentioning community. So we have MCTNAIJA Tech User Group, which actually are the organizer of this event. And we have several groups that are in combination at each of the technology and increasing their knowledge in security. So we have the security group, and I've also pasted their link there. You can join them. Then we have other groups like the Niger Data Platform, which Rashid represent, and he said there's going to come up a program. They also have weekly activities that they run that they teach you how to use tools like Fabric, like Power BI, like data science, and the rest. You can join them, and they have it every Saturday, I think by 2 to 4 p.m. We have the Dynamic 365 user group. Their user group concentrating on the ERP that Microsoft have. They are called Dynamics. And they also have weekly activity. You can join them most time. They run it by 2 p.m. And we have the Azure Niger group, which actually is a group that is built of Microsoft's own cloud offering called Azure. So we can, if you want to learn, they also have group, they have event weekly. Join them, just check them on the WhatsApp group as already pasted in the chat, or try to connect with them on meetup event, meetup site. Then we have the M365 community, which is the software as a service area of Microsoft. There's a group. They also have weekly activity you can join at every week. I think their time is usually between 4 and 5 p.m. every Saturday. We have the Power Platform. We also have the Power BI Learning Community. This is an online feature running by one of the MVP. And tomorrow, they have actually a Power BI office hour, which is getting started with Power BI, and it's going to start from 6 p.m. So if you are going to follow what Rashidi taught us today and you want to learn something, and the speaker is an MVP, his name is Denis Selimovic. He's going to speak on Power BI, how to get started and how to deploy. Please join them tomorrow. And we also have, for the ladies in the house that want to have a community, we have a community of ladies called Tech Silas, where you can learn. And currently they are running a series about inspiration, and they have started a new cohort where they are going to train you for the next few months, if you're a lady, on how to use Microsoft products. And there are also upcoming future events. One of them is MCTNAIJA AI community program or community day that is going to come up in August 24, Saturday. Is going to be a physical event. We also have the MCTNAIJA running a series called Season of AI, a story of artificial intelligence, that is going to come up on Saturday, 13/2024. This is going to be an online event. So if you want to join MCTNAIJA Tech User Group, that is the link, and I've already posted it on the chat environment. So sorry for taking 3 minutes out of your time, and we are thanking you for joining us, and we'll see you next month. Have an amazing experience and have a lovely night rest.
7 years, Macintosh Consulting has been empowering individuals, organizations, and government parastatals in information technology, business management, leadership development, and finance. Through our end-to-end training services, we help our clients achieve notable landmarks with our long-standing valued affiliate relationships with Microsoft, EC Council, CompTIA, PECB, Cisco, and AWS. Macintosh Consulting offers training and certifications in diverse areas like Network Plus, cybersecurity, cloud computing, project management, Agile Scrum, soft skills, amongst many others, with guaranteed to run classes, virtual classes, on-site classes, online classes, and customized classes. Macintosh Consulting enhances career development, promotes relevance, and ensures quality delivery. Macintosh Consulting is located in Nigeria, Kenya, and United Kingdom. Visit www.macintosh.com or call 090-381-38550 or 081-409-84158. You can also visit us at 24 Bamachili Street off Allen Avenue, Ikeja, Lagos.
Simplifies the way we collect data. Organizations collect data from multiple touchpoints to enable them to make effective, profitable, data-driven decisions. Yet, a lot of data just sits there. Why? Well, organizations operate 2 systems: operational or transaction systems and analytic systems. Operational systems are data repository, where you execute business processes. Analytic systems are where you make sense of your data and evaluate business processes. Analysts spend 80% of their time cleaning and preparing data to update routine reports, and only 20% of their time truly brainstorming on the numbers and extracting insight from that data. The result? less time to ask the right questions about their data, and less time to pull variable insights that can improve your bottom line. At D. Brown Consulting, we have a better approach. We empower you to extract insights from your data at the speed of thought. We employ a curated methodology that simplifies the analytic build process to eliminate technical friction, making it easier for everyone in your organization to get the exact data they need securely. The best part? All of this can be done without relying on overburdened IT teams. D. Brown Consulting offers consultancy services in building, reporting, and analytics systems. As Microsoft Gold partners, we offer business process automation solutions with no-code and low-code applications, chatbots, and robotic process automation engines, and financial modeling services. We visualize our reports, dashboards, and analytics using the principles defined by the International Business Communication Standards, IBCS. The use of standardized notation eliminates ambiguity and ensures consistency in the design of your visualizations for more effective data storytelling. Are you looking to achieve more with your data? Contact us today. Visit dbrownconsulting.net.
Technology is now seen as a must-have in businesses. With the right technology tools, you get to stand out as a reliable organization and make everyone efficient and productive across board. We understand that most organizations are investing in technology and doing the best they can to make it work for everyone. But they are also finding it challenging to get the solution that will solve their most critical business needs. As a multiple award-winning, agile, and innovative leader in the IT marketplace, Hashem Limited knows what it means to take time to identify your pain points and recommend products and services that fit your business need. We do not only pride ourselves as a one-stop shop offering a plethora of IT products and services that can drive growth and productivity in your organization. We also boast of dedicated, passionate, and experienced team members. Our comprehensive engagement model and governance framework are also designed to optimize your software portfolio across your organization. This unique approach gives you access to business analysts, solutions architects, product specialists, project managers, developers, and key resources to help inform great decision making. Above everything and anything else, we are the IT partner you can trust to make your business dreams realizable. Convinced yet? Perhaps our website can tell you a lot more than I have done in 2 minutes. Check us out on www.hashem.com. Oh, one more thing. We are as social can be, keeping you updated on the newest technology trends. You can find us on Instagram, LinkedIn, and Facebook.
Welcome to the Pride of Symbols, a people driven by the passion for excellence and the courage to take on big challenges and see them through. With integrity of mind and systems, our words, structures, and processes are always dependable. We are proud of who we are, what we do, and what we stand for. Firm is our commitment to the vision to build a globally recognized distribution company and to become the key driver of trade revolution across Africa. We have been empowered to make products and services accessible, affordable, and usable across Africa by building an efficient distribution network, and to remain the market benchmark for dynamism, efficiency, and competitiveness. We are rulers. We provide order. With confidence, enthusiasm, and wit we speak. The vulnerable and voiceless we empower. This is me. This is TD Africa. We rule. We conquer. We are Simba.
Bàbá àgbọ̀ gbanigbani ojú ọ̀nà
àdìrí kàkà àkọ́kọ́ arẹ́rẹ́ o bàbá mi ò wọ́n kẹfẹ́ lé jù jà jagunmọ́lá òde ọ̀rọ̀ apálá.